My next interview is with the lovely Jo Solly. Jo has been along to the International Women's Day conference for the last 2 years, and this time she's actually going to be running a workshop. So we'll look forward to hearing more about that. Hello, Jo.
Hello.
Hi, great to see you, and look forward to seeing you back in Marbella again. It will be, as I mentioned in the intro, it's your 3rd year. So tell us some of your thoughts on International Women's Day as you have been for the last 2 years.
Okay, so I always say the magic happens in the gap. And yes, there's lots of International Women's Day events happening all over the world. But if you can take that whole day, or in this case, it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So if you can take 3 days to really immerse yourself, or 2 days and 1 evening, immerse yourself in connection, in collaboration, in learning, in development. That can do so much for your business, so much for your personal development, so much for your connections in your business, so much for your bottom line. So I came last year and the year before, and physically getting on a plane, flying to Spain, being in the sun to start with, and just connecting with some amazing women, sharing your message, listening to some incredible speakers. You know, it does so much for you. It does so much for your kind of confidence. It does so much for your state of mind, but it does so much for your thought process on how you can move your business forward, because the magic happens in the gap. And the gap is taking time out. It's saying to the universe, I deserve this. I'm going to take my business to the next level. I'm going to connect with other people who are going to, you know, in my corner, who have got the same goals as me, who have got the same aspirations as me. You know, people who have been where you want to go or are where you want to go, and that you can follow them. So I think that look for an International Women's Day event, but B, come to this one, even if you're in Spain or the UK, because it's amazing when you travel. It's amazing when you take yourself out of your business. You can really focus, give yourself that clear perspective. Even though I've been a speaker both times, I've still sat in the audience and listened to amazing women and just written down a few notes, and then go home and implement those notes. You know, it's great. You get the opportunity to connect with women you wouldn't have done before. I consider Spain to be like my second home now, and you can't keep me away. And a lot of my clients, I'm very blessed to say that they come from International Women's Day. They come from Costa Women because of the connections I've made. So that didn't happen overnight. That's taken, you know, 2 years. But I do think, you know, the Costa Women, they've done something to their lives. They've made the change happen. They've got their life together. They've moved to Spain. They've done something big. So they're not scared to take risks, are they?
No.
Or they're not scared to make it happen. And that's what it's called, make it happen. And Ali's created this huge network, which is like an amazing, full of inspirational, incredible women who are supporting each other. And, you know, my flight was £70, and the tickets are incredible offer. So get yourself booked. We've got a nice hotel that everyone's staying at. Jackie's secured a good rate. It's on the front. You don't have to worry about traveling to and fro anywhere because it's all sorted. The networking is powerful because you get to know people the next day. The conference is powerful. The space where you have it, gorgeous.
Yeah.
You get to talk to people. The food is always good. And then you can sit and learn. That evening we normally go for dinner. And then you've ramped it up this year. And you've got an amazing speakers doing workshops like Madam.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to you coming to do the workshop, because last year you came and talked to us about numerology, which was all very new for most women at the conference. Yeah. And how you plus numerology can actually lead to business success. So give us some highlights of your workshop that you're going to be running on the Friday.
Okay, so I came last year, the year before, spoke last year about numerology, 20 minutes. So 20 minutes, I did say to everyone, put your seatbelt on, because 20 minutes isn't that long. So now I've got an hour, which is great. So we can, what I'm going to do is going to be showing you what numerology is and what it isn't. So numbers are all in our life. They're magic, they're innate, they're deep, they're cosmic, they're inherent. But when you say things like, oh, I'm at 6s and 7s, well, 6 is all about relationships and 7 is about being on your own. So that's what it means, because you're not the number next to you. So there's that conflict. The whole 9 yards, 9 is about completion. So the whole 9 yards is like you're at end of something. I've got your number. Your days are numbered. You know, it's all true. We're all named. We're all numbered. We're all placed in the great universal plan. There's no mistakes. So I'm going to have a lot more time to explain what numerology is, what numbers are, how we use it in business. So I'm going to be really taking you on a journey, looking at your life path number, which is the main number we use in numerology, and what it is and what it isn't and how we work it out. I'll have a little bit of time to split the group into like the 1s and the 2s and the 3s and the 4s. You know, birds of a feather flock together. And it's interesting when you connect with people in your numbers, you've got the same goals and the same challenges. So I'll ask a couple of questions and you can share those. And in the second part, we're going to be looking at your 9-year cycle, because there's better times and easier times to do things. And some years, like 11, 4, 7, and 9, are challenging years. And I'm in a 11 and Ali's in a 7. But we know we're in it, so we can check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. We can work with the benefits of that number, and we can get ourselves ready for them when the tide is in, because we're working tides, cosmic clocks, cosmic currents, tides in and out, in and out, in and out. So, you know, normally this is the work that I do one-to-one. So it's, you know, I am given a lot of value really in this workshop. So it will be very useful to understand what it is and what it isn't, what numerology, how it can help you, your life path number, mix with other people of the same number, and then understand what year you're in. Because if you feel you've been walking through treacle, if you feel that no one's phoning you back, if you're feeling you're overreacting, then there's a reason. Likewise, if you're, you know, going hell for leather, if new opportunities, if you're traveling a lot, if there's more expensive but more income, then there's a reason. So that will probably take us an hour, and there will be time for Q&A. And if you know me before, you know, my expression is a 3, which is, I'm not a 3, it's what people see about me, so then they treat me like that, so I behave like that. So 3 is my expression number, and that is about speaking on stage. There's a book in me. I'm good at public speaking. I can hold an audience, and I appear to be very 3, although I'm not. So how you see yourself and how other people see you is very different, and you can see that in your name. So yeah, so I think it's basically taking what we did last year, but then ramping it up a level. And then obviously I've done a whole year study, learning, development, taking things forward, and you'll be able to see that as well. But I don't think it's just about the numerology. I think it's what I've done to my business. So the fact that I've niched, the fact that no one else is doing it, the fact that I've trademarked, you know, that is very savvy in a busy marketplace where you've got to be, where you've got to niche. So Janet Murray, she's got a tribe of 14,000. She interviewed me for a podcast recently, and she didn't really talk about numerology. She spoke about niching. so that there's aspects as well with regards to the business. So if I've got time, I'll touch on that.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. So as you will have gathered, Jo will be unpacking an awful lot within her workshop. And if you want to find out more about numerology and how it can actually affect your business and how it can impact your day-to-day life as you go through the different years, and you learn what year you're in and what year your impact has, then it's going to be a great workshop for you to attend. So thank you, Jo. We'll look forward to seeing you not too distant time. It's coming very quickly, so we'll look forward to seeing you very soon.